Welcome. We'll wait just about one more minute for others to join. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the guests and families and faculty and staff, but most importantly, to the graduates of the University of Colorado Boulder Engineering Management Spring 2021 graduation ceremony. While we wish we could celebrate this monumental achievement in person, I want to thank everyone who's participating in the Zoom graduation today. And just like in class, make sure your microphones are on mute unless you are the one doing the speaking. It'll cut down on some feedback noise. My name is Dr. Christy Bozick, and I'm the director of the Engineering Management Program, and I have the pleasure of emceeing this ceremony this afternoon. First, a little bit about the sequence of events. First, Dr. Michael Reedy will deliver the address to our graduates, followed by Dr. Ray Littlejohn, who will recognize each of our graduates from summer 2020, fall 2020, then spring 2021. Our graduates will then have a brief amount of time to say a few words. Then Dr. Dan Moore will recognize students for academic excellence. We will end the ceremony with the opportunity for participants to enter out into breakout rooms with faculty and staff for further chats. I'm honored to represent the CU Boulder Engineering Management community today in saying congratulations to our graduates. You've persisted in challenging times over the past year, and I hope you feel as proud of yourselves as we are of you today. We all know we rarely achieve greatness on our own, and we want to recognize those who have helped you achieve your goals, many of which are on this call today. It's often our partners or spouses, our parents and children that sacrifice with us during these long hours of studies. It is their support and encouragement that help drive us to achieve this tremendous goal. Graduates, please join me in thanking your family and friends for their role in your achievements. Now it's my privilege to introduce the Associate Director for Graduate Education, Dr. Michael Reedy, to address the graduates.
Thank you, Professor Bozick. A welcome and a heartfelt congratulations to all of our graduates. And welcome to all of your family and friends who've supported you throughout your endeavor here. But here we are, the culmination of all your hard work, the sum of all the joys and pains of what it takes to achieve something truly great in one's life. From the perspective of myself and all your instructors, we certainly hope you found it worthwhile and valuable to your career. As you know, much of what we discuss in class is aimed at helping you to become skilled in conducting important business analyses, such as calculating net present values, critical project paths, and of course, determining whether two outcomes are statistically different or not. Yet, we're also hoping that you've learned a lot about yourself and what it takes to not just be an effective manager, but an empathic and compassionate mentor. In fact, let's do a thought experiment. Think back over your life and see if there was someone that impacted you in a positive, maybe even life-changing way. What did they do that still resonates with you today? One life-changing event for me happened early in my career, and I will never forget it. As a freshly minted PhD engineer in material science, many people in the company I worked for viewed me pretty much as the pencil-headed geek with no social skills and definitely no knowledge of business. But one day, my boss pulled me aside and said, "I want you to run this project for us." Now, this wasn't a big project, but it was one that involved people with backgrounds very different from my own. And to put it bluntly, I was absolutely terrified. I would assemble the team for our weekly meetings, and I was absolutely sure that the word imposter was stamped all over my forehead. And yet, with some guidance from my boss and encouragement from my peers, I survived. And the team actually did pretty well. Yes, that project pulled me way out of my comfort zone, but it allowed me to grow in confidence and in the skills that prepared me for what was to come next. And I owe it all to my boss, who, without telling me directly, said, "I know you can do this." And that got me thinking, maybe this approach works with everyone. So let me tell you a fun dad story. When my daughter was about 11, I was coaching her soccer team. Now, my daughter was big and a very strong player, but hated to run. Every game she would say, "Dad, just put me on defense. That's my best position." But of course, at age 11, who knows what her best position really was? So part of my strategy as coach was to get the players to play every spot on the field and let them figure out what really worked. Well, in one game, my daughter ended up playing a forward position, having to do a lot of running up and down the field and giving me the stink eye the whole time. Yet at one point, she got the ball just over the midfield line and gave it a solid kick. Now, I mentioned that she was a strong player, but this ball just took off, sailed in the air, and kept going and going and going, and ultimately found the upper corner of the net for a goal from about 40 yards out. Everyone was stunned, but more importantly, my daughter was stunned and came running over to the sidelines and immediately informed me that from now on, she only wanted to play a forward position. The moral of the story here is that she experienced the same thing on the field that I did at work. She believed she was only capable of one thing until she was pulled from her comfort zone, and with the support of her teammates and of course, Coach Dad, she achieved something she didn't think was possible. And that specific moment resulted in a major shift in her self-esteem and self-confidence. Now that she's 30, that sense of maybe I can do this is still with her and manifests itself in both her personal and professional life. Okay, so how does all of this relate to you as a future leader? What I can tell you from experience is that leadership is not about telling people what to do. For me, the true definition of a leader is one that sees the potential in people that they don't see in themselves, and then stretches their comfort zone a bit, putting them in a situation where they can successfully realize that potential. I can assure you that once someone achieves something that they didn't believe they had in them, you now have a changed person, much more willing and capable of taking on even greater challenges. And importantly, when you give them the opportunity for such growth, you now have someone who feels valued as an individual. For me, this is the defining moment as a leader, when you affect such positive and transformational change in someone else's life. But your job is not done yet, because the next step is to make sure that the rest of the organization recognizes the capabilities of this newly empowered person. How do you do that? It's easy. You put them in the spotlight when the opportunity comes up. For instance, when your boss, or even better, your boss's boss, comes around, you introduce them to Jennifer, Raj, Dominique, or Miguel, and you tell them that this person is a rising star in your organization and to expect big things from them. And then you put those words into actions. So for that key presentation to upper management, you let them give it, or at least part of it, with a lot of help from you in the process. There is nothing more gratifying than seeing one of your up-and-coming colleagues just blow away your bosses, and nothing more rewarding than seeing someone's self-confidence blossom when just a short time ago, they had no idea what they were truly capable of. So in summary, as I look out to all of you, even on Zoom, I'm very happy knowing that the future is in such good hands. And now it's your turn to be a true leader and impact someone's life in a transformational way. And in the process, feel like you too have made an important impact on the world. Thank you once again for being part of our family here at CU for the last few years, and all the best in whatever life has in store for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Reedy, for your inspirational words. And next, I would like to introduce Dr. Ray Littlejohn to recognize our graduates. Dr. Ray, I believe you may be muted.
There we go. At this time, we will project the names of the graduates by the semester in which they completed the program, either summer 2020, fall 2020, or spring 2021. After each semester's list has been shown, we will allow any graduate in that particular semester to make a brief 30-second or so comment if they would like to do so. In order to do that, please use the raise hand feature in the reactions option on the Zoom menu bar to be recognized, and you will be called upon in succession. We will now present the lists of graduates. Any summer 2020 graduate who would like to make a comment at this time, please use the raised hand feature to be acknowledged. Okay, there appear to be none, so let's move on to fall 2020. If there's any fall 2020 graduate who'd like to make a brief statement, please use the raised hand feature to be acknowledged. And lastly, spring 2021.
It looks like we have one hand raised, Ray, a couple of them.
Okay.
Well, I'll go first. This is Chris Olson, and I graduated in December. I just wanted to tell the faculty and staff, especially the professors that I had for any of my courses, how much I really appreciate all your time and effort. And I took so much away from the program, and I feel very proud and blessed to be a part of the university and the community at large. It's really been amazing for me. Thank you.
All right, next, it looks like we have Gary.
Oh, yes. So I would like to thank my parents, especially for helping me obtain these master's degrees. I mean, this wouldn't really have been possible without the impact that Dr. Michael Reedy had on me during my undergrad, pursuing the engineering management minor. Even with that, I had to propose to my dad kind of like a deal. So I used, the stuff that I learned in his financial and economics class to make it seem like a viable option. So I thank Dr. Michael Reedy, and I thank my parents a lot for helping me achieve this.
All right, Haiku.
Hey everyone, just wanted to introduce this little future CU students. Hopefully he'll be an engineer. This little baby Leo, born 4 weeks ago. The past 5 terms have been so rewarding. Thank you to the whole faculty, everyone across the entire engineering management program has been just incredibly inspirational, and yeah, and also thank you to all of my all the other students too. It's been great interacting with everyone, and yeah, obviously this culmination is really exciting with this little one, and yeah, hope everyone has a great summer, and looking forward to keeping in touch.
And Emily. Emily, we can't hear you.
So I unmuted myself on Zoom, but not on my actual microphone. So you would think I would be much better at this after almost 5 years in the program, but apparently not. Thank you for letting me know. So, hey everyone, I'm Emily Mahoney. I'm a civil engineer and I work at a consulting firm. And like I mentioned, I've been in the program for the last 5 years, but I've been asynchronous in Pennsylvania and now I'm currently in Texas. I moved last week. So this is the first time I've been able to interact with a lot of my professors in real time. So it's great to see your faces for real and not just a recording. And I just wanted to pass along my thanks. It's been a great program and I've seen a lot of results already just in the last 5 years with how well I've been able to apply this to my job. So thank you.
Thanks, Emily. And Nick.
Hey everyone, Nick Moore. I just want to thank all the professors at CU in the engineering management program. You guys did an excellent job and I learned a lot of lessons over the last couple of years and really appreciated all the helpful feedback you guys gave during those classes. And then I also wanted to thank all the other fellow classmates I had. It was a good time doing group projects with everyone. All right, have a good one.
Thanks. And Chris.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to say how appreciative I am of this program and everything I've learned. I had professors Duran, Martin, and Littlejohn, and learned a lot from all three of you in totally different areas of my career, and it's been a real treat. Dr. Littlejohn, it's been a blast learning statistics from you. You took a topic I probably never would have had excitement in and made it something that's constantly front of mind here. So really, really appreciative of that. And Dr. Duran, I just finished up reading Meditations about a month ago. So you've kicked me off on a good journey here. So thank you for everything. And Professor Martin, thank you for all the quality improvement work. It's been definitely helpful in my career. So thank you to everyone in the program. It's been a blast.
Thank you. And Adrian.
Hi, can you hear me? All right, I wanted to first say thanks to Kathy. She's the reason I'm here. She started, she was my mentor at Lockheed, and when she left, she said that I can go do this program. So here I am. But I also want to thank my wife and my family for dealing with the late nights and the stress and the grouchiness. But we made it through, and so now we get a lot of time together. But also, Dr. Moore for teaching me to be like a true leader. You've truly inspired me. So thank you very much. And all the professors, Tim, you've helped me want to be a project manager now. So thank you. I appreciate you all.
Thanks, Adrian. And lastly, Erin.
Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Schultz. Feels crazy to be here, honestly, at this moment. But I just wanted to really thank the professors in this program during this time. It's been, as we all know, unprecedented, and it's felt like this program has been a stable thing for me to work towards and look forward to each week. So specifically, Dr. Reedy, Professor Tim Holden, Professor Kathy Toby, Dr. Moore, and Professor William Van Atten. I don't know if he's on here, but now I really, really like aerospace. So thank you everyone for that. And I also wanted to thank my parents. They're on here. And Allison and Gail, thank you all for watching. And I wanted to thank this guy. Thank you for helping me walk the dog and help me during all the late nights. So yeah, thanks everyone. Congrats to the grads.
Okay,
Any other hands up?
No, I believe that's everyone.
Okay, well, we at the Engineering Management Program would like to sincerely express our congratulations to you. Having been through many of these kinds of programs ourselves, we understand the difficulty, and sometimes that makes us a little bit easier on you. Sometimes it makes us a little bit tougher on you, but we congratulate you. And now is a wonderful time for a round of applause from everyone to everyone else. And that completes the presentation of the list of graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Littlejohn, and thank you to all the graduates and congratulations. And next, I would like to introduce Dr. Dan Moore to recognize students for academic excellence.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations. On your screen, these are the students that maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA through their degree career with the engineering management program. From those graduating in summer of 2020, Justin Chambers, Lauren Elkins, and Kyle Schlase. For those graduating in fall of 2020, Peter Gumbel, Kyle Johnson, Johnny Martinez, Blake Peterman, and Christopher Rice. And for those graduating this spring in 2021, Erica Fennelly, Nicholas Moore, Eric Peterson, Patrick Pashulti, and Haiku Sky. Congratulations to all of our academic excellence graduates. An award for your accomplishments will be mailed to you this summer.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. On behalf of the Engineering Management Program, I would like to extend a thank you to the members who have planned this event and who serve our students throughout their CU degree program. Kyle Freeman, Kendra Tebow, Amy Viverito, and Lou Rutherford, thank you for your continued efforts to serve our students and our new graduates. Thank you very much. Congratulations to each and every one of the graduates. We wish you continued personal and professional success. I know many of you would like to speak with faculty members individually, so we will be making breakout rooms available. Kyle Freeman will now provide instructions for the breakout sessions. So Kyle, will you let us know when you start putting people into individual rooms?
Yep,
Okay,
I'm working on that right now.
fantastic. While Kyle is working on that, we can have other faculty members come off mute and say a couple words if they're at all interested.
I'll jump in, Christy. I just want to say, I think we all know this has been an incredibly hard year and an incredibly hard semester. And I just want to applaud all of you to give yourself a pat on the back. I know it's been tough, and I never had any of you complain. You did your work, and I'm proud of you for being accountable for that. And it would have been much easier to just kind of, I don't know, give up. And none of you did that. And I know it's been tough. It's been tough for us faculty as well. But I want to applaud your grit and resilience getting through this year and this semester. Well done.
Christy, I'll say a few words if that's okay. Great. So, as is usual with Zoom, speaking with everyone is just a little bit unusual and difficult. But I do want to say thank you to Christy and our team for assembling this event, but more so to each of you. The engineering management program, in my opinion, has given you skills that are going to last far beyond just the next few years. What you have with you now is a set of skills that will carry you for the next 10, 20 years in your profession, whatever that may be. And so as you work your way up the mountain, so to speak, I think that you've got a great background to support whatever you decide to do and whatever path that you decide to take. So it's a big accomplishment. Congratulations to each of you, and stay in touch with us after you leave. We'd like to know how you're doing. Thanks, Christy.
So for those who have asked for a breakout room, I had a small user error, me. And so have some folks in a room right now, and then I'll be able to assign you from there. So it'll just be just a few moments.
Thank you for that.
Of course, the one breakout room has Dr. Littlejohn, and I have a feeling he will be a second.
Even without the individual breakout rooms, if students want to just jump in and address any specific faculty in the main room, we can keep an active conversation going as well. You know, on Zoom, we have to sometimes improvise.
Hey, Christy, this is Adrienne.
Hi.
I failed to mention how important of a role Kendra plays in everything. And like Kendra was like the first person who met me when I got there, and I was like a mess and didn't know where I was going. And all throughout the time she's helped through it. So thank you, Kendra.
Yeah, plus
you
one.
Are, you are welcome. You were not a mess.
I still am.
You're a mess with the mess.
She's the glue that holds us together.
Professor Duran, I wanted to say that since taking your class last summer, leading oneself, I've tried to make meditation a big part of my lifestyle. I haven't always succeeded, but I feel like you've definitely helped. You've definitely helped with my mindset in many ways, especially during this past challenging year. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you for that haiku. Just tell Dr. Dan Moore that I changed your life. He likes it when he hears that.
All right, fair enough.
It was a pleasure having you. I wish you the best. And I love your name. What a great name.
Thank you. Well, I've enjoyed your podcast, Forging Metal. I think it's really
Good,
cool.
good,
I look forward to staying in touch.
good.
All right, the breakout rooms are up and running now. So are there any others who'd like to make a request? Just direct message me and I'll get that going for you.
Thank you, Kyle, for setting those up. And if no one is going into a specific breakout room and like to stay in the main room, we can keep active conversation there. Otherwise, congratulations to each of the graduates. Keep in touch.
And what are you guys going to do with this shiny new degree? Gonna go out there and change the world, right?
I'm gonna put it in a shiny new frame.
Let it collect dust, right? No, I mean, I laugh, but this is something nobody can ever take away from you, right? No matter what you do with it, be proud. You got through this, and that's something that it's a pretty cool accomplishment.
How many rooms do we have going, Kyle?
We currently have 3 going right now.
3 going, great.
Some of those graduates have requested many people, so they will be, getting one-on-one time as they.
Well, I think we could probably put a few people in the room all at the same time.
Well, they're all pretty much the same folks, and they're being.
Oh, are they? Gotcha.
By multiple people, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, while we're waiting on rooms, I did want to say a thank you to Professor Toby and Professor Thomas. While I feel like I had a lot of classes with a diverse array of faculty, Professor Thomas, Professor Toby, sort of the last 2 classes were, of course, this term. And so, yeah, I just want to say thank you for all of the guidance, support, inspiration, and whatnot. It's been a little bit of a crazy past few months for me, so I appreciate everything.
I should probably know this, but was there a large celebration on campus? Well, at least a virtual one. How did that all work out?
Did anyone go to the virtual commencement? Yeah.
It was short and sweet. It was nice. Yeah. But there was a long list of names at the end. Long.
Yeah. So they actually put all the names on there? That's crazy.
You graduated too, right, Kendra? Or you're
In the
graduating?
summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One more semester.
I know. But don't blow it.
You won't.
You didn't shoot it.
I am discovering I am not a fan of the breakout room feature in Zoom.
Better you than me.
We're babies.
It's funny. I'll share a story. It was about a year ago when I teach both undergrad and graduate level students, and I asked my undergrads as they were, getting ready. Some of them were seniors about ready to graduate, and I said, "What is this?" We were in lockdown. I think March 13th is when we went into lockdown, and all the campus closed. And I said, "What do you think of this development? The last semester of your career at CU?" And one of my students said, "It's going to make a heck of a story." So, I know it's been a tough year, but a lot of good stories, right? You can always say you graduated during a once in a century pandemic. That's got to be a great story, right? Reframing. It's all about reframing.
All right. Well, if we don't, if whoever's waiting for a breakout room, please feel free to hang on the line and we'll make sure that you get your one-on-one time with faculty or staff. If otherwise, we wish you the best of luck and congratulations. Thank you.
Hey, Ron, do you not have an invite for a breakout room?
I did, and then it disappeared and it tossed me back in the main room.
Christy, I think there are people that just want to keep this party going here,
They're sad about graduating. They want to
It's
stay
like,
for
no,
more.
I don't want to be done. I don't want to be done.
They can always come back and take more classes.
Well, this is one party where the late stayers don't have to clean up.
There's some good reframing.
That's great.
Well said, Ray.
So we're waiting down Ron to get a room. And who else?
I think that's it.
None for, do we have any more for Dan or Michael?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay.
Yeah, Kyle, maybe I should have arranged for refreshments in my breakout room. What do you think?
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Virtual refreshments.
Yeah.
Well, that went just fine, I think. Everybody, it was certainly nice to see everybody where I don't get a chance to see. I mean, a lot of the students I saw today were for the first time. That was really nice.
Yeah.
For sure. And I hope it worked out for them. That's great.
Yeah. Maybe in the future we should do like a hybrid.
Hybrid?
So we can have the online people and when we go back to in person. Somehow.
You mean have them participate on a big screen?
Something, yeah, just to include them if they're not able to come.
That'd be a good idea.
And we do it for our class. Then.
Sure. Yeah. You know what was great for me was to see old faces from the past who had showed up for the graduation. And, you know, we have so many people passing through, but to have everybody in the room at one time, I thought that was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was a really good turnout as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the grads showed up, which was nice, and some family as well. So that was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
To Kendra's comment, I wonder how many folks do you think could fit in one of like the distance classrooms? Like if we were to do kind of a virtual combo.
You mean like in an amphitheater?
Well, like
I don't know what the biggest one is. Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the distance classrooms, you know, that you guys use for your regular classes.
You can get like 80 people in some of those, you know, you can get a good group.
Yeah, so, you know, in future years, it might be worth looking into.
Kyle, did you get a count for how many people were here today? Did it show up on your screen?
There's roughly about 50.
50 people.
Yeah, Kyle, I wanted to say
Ron's
thank
back.
you for helping to set all this stuff up, because I know
You're
that was
welcome.
logistically challenging. That was great.
Do we have another breakout room
Aaron,
for Ron?
No. Aaron, was there anyone else you wanted to speak with?
It was just Kathy, Toby, and Tim Holden, because I just had them this last semester. So I just wanted to thank them again, but I don't know if they're still on.
It looks like they've left already.
Okay, well, I spent the semester with them, so it's okay. Thank you, though. All right, well,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
take care,
you.
Aaron. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Bye.
Yeah.
See you, Aaron.
Okay, well,
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, excellent. Well done. Thanks again.
yeah, I thought it went well.
Yeah, good job, Michael, Christy, Dan,
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Ray,
Yeah,
Kyle,
yeah.
Kendra.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So Ray, quick question before we all go. You've got
Yeah.
like a week, right?
Yeah, a week and a half. Yeah.
It's not like you're counting the days, are you?
I'm going to count after tomorrow when the final grades for the last class are in. Then the work really starts.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
The real work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll only be an email away, and since I'll be doing adjunct while I'll be at faculty meetings and those sorts of things. I don't plan on just